South Louisiana Quiz Bowl Online is made possible by the generous support of these sponsors. MC Bank, sharing the hometown spirit since 1955. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Barker Honda, Martin Luther King Boulevard in Houma. It's better at Barker. Houma Paint and Industrial Supply, proud supporter of education in the Bayou region. DHD Offshore Services, personnel for inshore and offshore projects. DHD, a workforce that soars. Hello everyone, welcome once again to South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. We have reached the semifinals of our junior high tournament. Tonight we have the last two undefeated teams in the tournament here today, Golden Meadow Middle School and Larose-Cut Middle School. Winner to the championship game. So good luck everybody. Let's get to rapid fire. We're dealing with round things. The word round may or may not be part of your answer. Good luck. This country's flag has only a round red. John Ryan?
Japan.
That's right. There and back again, especially by plane.
Round
Silas?
and
round? No, round trip. You can draw a perfectly round circle with this tool. John Ryan? That's a compass. The round cap worn by Jewish men and boys. Caleb? Caleb? It's a yarmulke. In Camelot, it had 150 seats. John Ryan?
The round table.
That's right. One of these round discs has been thrown more than 5. Spencer?
Frisbee.
That's right. It's a tournament in which every team plays every other team. Edwin?
Round robin.
That's right. 100, 1,000, 10,000, a million. John Ryan?
Rounding.
I'll take that. Round numbers. It's a circular building for housing and switching locomotives. John Ryan?
Round car.
No, round house. Circle the cattle, drive them up to market. John Ryan?
Round the cattle.
No, a roundup. Working or rocking 24 hours a day. Caleb?
Roundabout.
That's correct. And that is the end of the round. Let's take a moment, let the players introduce themselves. We'll start with Golden Meadow.
Hi, my name is Edwin. I'm in 8th grade. This is my 3rd year in Quiz Bowl. Other than this, I do robotics and student council.
My name is Caleb Myers. I'm in 8th grade. Everything I do besides Quiz Bowl is football, track, and baseball.
Hi, my name is Silas Randazzo. This is my 3rd year of Quiz Bowl. I'm in 8th grade. Besides Quiz Bowl, I do band.
Hi, my name is Lawrence. This is my 1st year in Quiz Bowl, and besides Quiz Bowl, I do band and robotics.
Caleb Myers is the team captain. Tell us about Golden Meadow.
Golden Meadow's Middle School's mission is to provide a high-quality education to all of our students so they are prepared to become lifelong learners. GMMS provides a student body with a variety of athletic and co-curricular activities in addition to the daily academic rigor found in each class. We'd like to thank our administrators, along with the faculty, parents, and student body for their support throughout the year. Special thanks to Mr. Chris Hunter and the staff at KWBJ-TV Live, providing students in our area schools a chance to be challenged intellectually through friendly academic competition.
Thank you, Caleb. Thank you to the faculty sponsor, Mr. Byron Robichaud. Let's welcome back Golden Meadow Middle School. Here are the players for LCO.
Hi, I'm Spencer Nguyen, and outside of Quiz Bowl, I do band.
I'm John Ryan Danos. I'm in 8th grade, and besides Quiz Bowl, I do robotics and give kids the world.
Hi, my name is Preston Nguyen, and besides Quiz Bowl, I do baseball and basketball.
Hi, I'm Silas St. Pierre. I'm in 6th grade, and outside of Quiz Bowl, I do robotics and I'm in tag.
Let's hear more about LCO from team captain John Ryan Danos.
Larose-Cut Middle School is along Bayou Lafourche and is one of the largest middle schools in the parish. At LCOMS, we are creating a community where curriculum, instruction, and culture drive student success. We want to thank Mr. Chris Hunter and KWBJ for inviting us today, and our principal and vice principal, Ms. Laresse Bro and Ms. Christiota. Thank you to the parents and teachers who support our Quiz Bowl team. Go Bulldogs!
Thank you, John Ryan. Thank you to the faculty sponsor, Ms. Cameron Martin. Let's welcome back Larose-Cut Middle School. All right, we get back to the game with our toss-up bonus round. Here is a 2-point toss-up. The Brooklyn Bridge was completed in 1883 and dubbed the 8th wonder of the world. The bridge spans what river between Manhattan? Silence?
The Hudson River?
That's incorrect. Between Manhattan and Brooklyn. Golden Meadow? Caleb?
St. Lawrence?
No, it's the East River. 2-point toss-up. On March 31st, 1964, What band had the numbers 1, 2, 3? John Ryan?
The Beatles.
That's correct. The top 5 singles on the pop charts. Bonus to LCO. I want you to identify some American history terms or names that begin with the letter L. The name given to the colonists who continued to support Great Britain during the American Revolution.
Loyalist.
That's correct. An organization that President Woodrow Wilson proposed after World War I in hopes of reuniting nations for peace and security.
League of Nations.
That's correct. All the land between the Mississippi River and the Rocky Mountains that the U.S. acquired from France in 1803.
Louisiana Bridges.
That's correct. You got all 3 for 6 points. Here's a 2-point toss-up. In hockey, 3 goals in one game is called a hat trick. When you roll 3 strikes in a row in bowling, Lawrence?
Turkey.
Yeah, it's a turkey. That's right. Bonus for Golden Meadow. 19 U.S. states have chosen square dancing as their official state dance. Let's see what you know about square dancing. What's the name given to the person who sings out the directions?
The square. Director. Coordinator.
Answer?
Coordinator.
That's incorrect. LCO?
Conductor.
No, it's the caller. Golden Meadow, how many dancers are in each square?
4.
No, sorry. LCO?
2.
No, there are 8. 4 men, 4 women. Golden Meadow, what name is given to the lady on the gentleman's left or on the gentleman on the lady's right? Answer. LCF.
Partner.
No, it's called a corner. No points for that. We'll go to a 2-point toss-up. Bethesda, Chevy Chase, and Silver Springs are all part of the metropolitan area of Washington, D.C. In what state are they located? John Ryan.
Vermont.
That's incorrect. Golden Meadow. Caleb.
Maryland.
It is in Maryland, that's right. Or they are in Maryland. Golden Meadow, your bonus. I want you to tell me the U.S. state that is associated with the following things. The location of the U.S. Pentagon.
Oh. Would it be Virginia, Maryland?
Answer.
Virginia.
That's correct. The location of Fort Sumter, where the Civil War began in 1861.
North Carolina. North Carolina.
That's incorrect. LCO? Answer.
South Carolina.
South Carolina is correct. Golden Meadow, the U.S. state in which Camp David, the presidential retreat, is located. Answer.
Texas.
That's incorrect. LCO?
New York.
No, it's in Maryland. 2 points for each team, and we'll go to a 2-point toss-up. A snail is a gastropod. In this word, the suffix pod means foot. What does the Silas? Sorry, Golden Meadow, what does the prefix gastro mean? Silas?
Slimy.
No, it means stomach. 2-point toss-up. What integer yields a quotient of 13 and a remainder of 5 when divided by 7? What integer yields a quotient of 13 and a remainder of 5 when divided by 7? Caleb?
111.
That's incorrect. Spencer?
96.
96 is correct. Bonus for LCO. I want you to identify these women who played important roles in American history. She joined with Elizabeth Cady Stanton in 1869 to set up the National Women's Suffrage Association in New York City.
Susan B. Anthony.
That's correct. This famous conductor of the Underground Railroad led nearly 300 slaves to freedom during the 1850s.
Harriet Tubman.
That's correct. She was nicknamed the Angel of the Battlefield for her nursing contributions during the Civil War.
Florence Nightingale.
No, sorry. Golden Meadow?
It's the Red Cross League.
Yeah, Elizabeth Cady Stanton. No, it has to be a Stanton.
It's not.
Answer?
Say it. Elizabeth Cady Stanton.
No, it's Clara Barton.
Yeah.
4 points for LCO. And here's a 2-point toss-up. Identify the colorless and odorless gas emitted by uranium-rich granite and phosphate ground deposits. John Ryan?
Phosphorus.
No, sorry. Go to Meadow. Caleb?
Carbon.
No, it's radon. And that is the end of the round. Welcome back to South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. Larose-Cut off leading Golden Meadow in this semifinal game. Let's continue with some 2-point toss-ups. Name the vegetative organ that anchors the plant and absorbs water and... Caleb?
The root.
That's right. In botany, seed is a matured, fertilized ovule. What term refers to a ripened ovary? John Ryan.
Ripeness.
Sorry, no. Caleb.
Crop.
No, it's fruit. Specifically, how was the tomb of Jesus opened? Spencer.
By pulling it.
No, sorry, Golden Meadow. Caleb.
By an angel.
By an angel, that's right. Before becoming a state, Delaware had a varied history. Which of these flags did not fly over the colony prior to the Stars and Stripes? Swedish, Dutch, English, or French? Edwin.
French.
That's right. In order of size, name the 3 largest continents, beginning with the largest. Caleb.
Asia, Africa, North America.
That's right. The Mutiny on the Bounty, the French Revolution, and George Washington's election as president all took place in what year? John Ryan.
1776.
No, sorry. Golden Meadow. Edwin.
1783.
No, 1789. List these periods of the Paleozoic era in correct chronological order, earliest to latest. Cambrian, Silurian, Devonian, Ordovician. Cambrian, Silurian, Devonian, Ordovician. John Ryan.
Cambrian, Oravian, Disorian, and Savorian.
Sorry, no. Caleb.
Caroline, Devonian, Evosian, and Silurian.
No, it's Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, and Devonian. And that is the end of the round. LCO still in the lead as we come to our 60-second rounds. Golden Meadow gets first choice of categories. You can have elements, Good Friday, war books, or hearts.
Elements or Good Friday?
War books.
No, it's war books. No, Good Friday. Good Friday is the day Jesus died. I think we do.
Yes,
Elements is
you know more about that aliens.
Good Friday.
Okay, where are we going?
Good Friday.
Good Friday, okay. 60 on the clock. Good luck. What event does Good Friday mark?
The death of Jesus.
That's right. What was the full name of the man who betrayed Jesus?
Judas. Judas of Aurelius.
Incorrect. At the Last Supper, who did Jesus say would deny him 3 times?
Peter.
That's right. Where did Jesus go to pray after the Last Supper?
The Garden of Agony.
No, sorry. How did Judas indicate which man was Jesus
He kissed him
to
on the
those?
cheek. He kissed him.
That's right. To whom did the chief priest deliver Christ in the morning?
Pilate.
That's right. What prisoner was released to pacify the multitude?
Pass.
Jesus was taken to a place known as Golgotha, which means the place of the
Skull.
what? That's right. What title was written out and placed over the cross of Jesus?
King of the Jews.
That's right. Who requested the body of Jesus and buried it?
Joseph or Arimathea.
That's right. What prisoner was released to pacify the multitude?
I can't remember his name. Barabbas.
That's right. You can stop the clock. They've got 8 for 16 points. LCO gets the others. What was the full name of the man who betrayed Jesus?
Judas Iscariot.
That's right. I'll accept that. And where did Jesus go to pray after the Last Supper?
Garden of Eden.
No, the Garden of Gethsemane. 2 points for that. All right, LCO. Elements, war books, or hearts?
Elements.
Elements, all right. Many of the elements symbols are taken from their Latin names. I will give you the Latin name. You give me the English name. Good luck. Aurum.
Aluminum.
No. Ferrum.
Potassium.
No. Cuprum.
Copper.
That's right. Natrium.
Nickel.
Sorry, no. Hydrargum.
Hydrogen.
Incorrect. Kalium.
Potassium.
That's right. Plumum.
Plutonium.
Incorrect. Stannum.
Sodium.
No, sorry. Argentum.
Argon.
Incorrect. Stibium.
Steel.
That's incorrect. You can stop the clock. They got 2 for 4 points. Golden medal gets the others. Aurum.
Gold.
Answer?
Gold.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ferrum.
Iron. Iron.
Correct. Natrium.
Salt.
Answer.
Or sodium.
Answer.
Sodium.
Sodium is correct. Hydrogum.
Hydrogen.
They said hydrogen.
Yeah, they said
Answer?
Carbon.
No, it's mercury. Plumum.
Plumum. They said potassium. So.
Answer?
Potassium.
It's lead. Stannum.
Stannum.
Stannum. Answer?
Iron.
Is tin. Argentum.
Argentum. It's argon.
Answer?
Silver.
Silver is correct. Stibium.
SD.
Answer?
Copper.
No, it's antimony. You got 4 right for 8 points, and that is the end of the round. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with more South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. South Louisiana Quiz Bowl Online is made possible by the generous support of these sponsors. MC Bank, sharing the hometown spirit since 1955. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Barker Honda, Martin Luther King Boulevard in Houma. It's better at Barker. Houma Paint and Industrial Supply, proud supporter of education in the Bayou region. DHD Offshore Services, personnel for inshore and offshore projects. DHD, a workforce that soars. Golden Meadow is taking the lead over Larose-Cut in our junior high semifinal match. Good luck as we continue on. Last round is 2-point toss-ups. Here we go. The cable news network, CNN, is based in what city? Spencer.
Toronto.
Incorrect. Golden Meadow. Caleb.
DC.
No, it's in Atlanta. What nation advanced from being a recipient of foreign aid to being the second largest industrial economy in the free world? John Ryan.
China.
That's incorrect. Golden Meadow. Caleb.
France.
No, it's Japan. The Vestal virgins of ancient Rome served the goddess Vesta. What was she the goddess of? John Ryan.
Agriculture.
Incorrect. Golden Meadow. Caleb.
Rivers.
No, goddess of the hearth. Once called the sacred disease, it is now known to be physical in origin. Mild episodes are characterized by momentary loss of consciousness. Am I describing anxiety, neurosis, paranoia, schizophrenia, or epilepsy? John Ryan.
Epilepsy.
That's right. What occurs when a huge amount of snow tumbles down the slope? Caleb.
Avalanche.
That's right. Loch Ness is in Scotland. Where is Lake Lucerne located? John Ryan.
Ireland.
Incorrect. Go to Matt.
Scotland.
No, it's in Switzerland. What happens when a piece of iron is left outside? Caleb?
Rust.
That's right. Suppose you're given a line and a point not on the line. Now, according to Euclid, how many lines can be drawn through the given point parallel to the given line? Caleb?
Infinite.
That's incorrect. Silas?
2.
No, just 1. What institution ended when the Civil War ended? John Ryan?
The Confederacy.
No, sorry. Lawrence?
Slavery.
That's correct. Which word completes the phrase, all that glitters is not? John Ryan?
Gold.
That's right. Identify 0 degrees latitude. Caleb?
The equator.
That's right. What is a double play in baseball? Caleb?
So it's when you get 1 out, throw it first for a second out.
No, sorry.
2 outs, 1 play.
2 outs in 1 play, right. The elephant lives in what 2 continents?
Africa
Silas?
and Asia.
That's right. What is 10 times 10?
1,000.
Incorrect. 10 times 10 times 10 minus 1. 10 times 10. Caleb?
999.
That's right. Who wrote this? It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly... John Ryan.
J.K. Rowling.
That's right. What tense is this line by Winston Churchill? History will be kind to me, for I...
Future.
Silence. Silas, future is correct. What part of the Earth's interior with a radius of 3,488 kilometers, John Ryan?
The mantle.
Incorrect. Is surrounded by the mantle. Caleb.
Core.
That's right. In 1946, people in houses in Hawaii were swept out to sea by what catastrophic phenomenon caused by an earthquake? Silas?
Tsunami.
That's right. On his journey to the east, Marco Polo discovered what black flammable liquid? John Ryan.
Coal.
Incorrect. Edwin.
Gasoline.
No, oil. This creature of Africa has large ears like a donkey. When it breaks up, Silas?
Elephant.
Incorrect. When it breaks open a termite nest with its powerful claws, John Ryan.
Anteater.
No, an aardvark, different animal. What causes a meteoroid to heat up and glow brightly when it enters? Caleb?
The friction.
That's right. What substance is more concentrated in seawater just below forming ice packs than it is?
Salt?
Silas. Salt is correct. Usually horses pulled chariots in ancient Rome and Greece, but sometimes they substituted what kind of birds for the horses? John Ryan.
Eagles.
Incorrect. Golden Meadow. Caleb.
Albatross.
No, ostriches. The ability, rights, and responsibility of each branch of government to monitor the activities of the others is called checks. Caleb.
Checks and balances.
Balance is what we're looking for. The second largest country in South America is Silas.
Argentina.
That's right. What is the dependent clause in this example? The fishing rod that Huck found was made, Lawrence.
Fishing rod.
Incorrect. The fishing rod.
That Huck found?
Silas. That Huck found is correct. Engraved with the names of 189 people killed and the date September 11th, 2001.
9/11. The Twin
Incorrect.
Towers?
Incorrect. A time capsule was placed behind the final piece of the limestone facade in the rebuilt section of what federal building in 2000? Caleb?
The World Trade Center.
No, the Pentagon. What instrument records earthquake shocks? John Ryan.
Seismograph.
That's right. Ogden Nash, James Whitcomb Riley, Emily Dickinson, and Joyce Kilmer all produced what type of literature? Spencer.
Novels.
Incorrect. What type of literature? Caleb.
Poetry.
Poetry is correct. And that is the end of the game. Congratulations to Golden Meadow as they advance to our junior high championship game. Larose-Cut off still one game away from the championship. You will be facing the winner of Homa and Montague. That's the other semifinal. And our game next week. We hope we'll see you for that one. Good night, everyone.